It is Monday night and we are headed to the all-famous Slumber Party Hostel bar crawl, which we haven't been able to go to for the past few nights because someone got sick, and but it's okay.
Ruin everything.
She ruins everything, except for the shot. So we're headed over there right now, and it's gonna be quite interesting. Now on today's video, we are talking about how to be the life of the party. And I got some great tips for you, so stick around until the end because every single one of these are gold. Alright, so one of the first tips that I have for you in terms of how to be the actual life of the party, this can go either way. This first tip is whether you are actually at a bar like behind me or some sort of bar crawl, or you're going to someone's house, okay? And that tip is that you want to introduce people to people. I've been talking about this in some recent vlogs, and I think it's one of my very best tips, which is why I'm talking about it first, is when you introduce other people to people, people kind of automatically assume that you know a lot of people and you kind of are looked at as the life of the party, or almost like the guy who's the host, because that's what a host does, right? A host is someone who's introducing people to other people. So when you go to some place like this, or when you go to some sort of party that you're invited to, if you start to meet people, introduce yourself to people, and then you introduce them to other people who are coming in the conversation, boom, you're already halfway there. Okay, here is another tip for you, and I know this is gonna sound crazy because this is, what I'm gonna say is the exact opposite of what you've been seeing, but you do not need to drink to be the life of the party, okay? Let all these other people get completely wasted. Let them get obliterated, and then you, the person who's sober, has way more control over every single interaction that you're having. When you are sober, you are more aware, you're more in the moment, it's easier for you to communicate with people. I know that alcohol gives you this kind of like false confidence, but with practice of going out and meeting people and talking to people, you can actually get over that fear and that anxiety when you talk to more and more people. Plus, something magical happens. When you're at a bar, at a party, and you start to talk to people, and you're doing it one after another, by the time you talk to at least 10 new people, you start to feel a lot more comfortable, and you actually don't need alcohol. If you don't believe me, try it, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
T-shirt, free bucket.
Now I know this may seem a little funny to you, and a lot of people think that this is kind of funny because it's an interesting way at looking at practicing socializing. But what I think you should be doing is having a goal of the amount of people that you talk to, like actually quantify it. When you go out to an event, a bar, a party, or something like that, I want you to have 5 people that you can talk to. So think about the 5, yes, right, the 5 people. What's up? 5 people that you can actually go up and start a conversation with. So throughout the night, you're thinking about, okay, I did 1, I did 2, 3, and so on. When you had that goal, it gives you the motivation and actual reason to go up and start conversations. So have that goal. All right, just wrapped up the night here. I think it's maybe 1 a.m. at this point, and the bar crawl is still going, but Brittany and I are going back, so we have an early morning tomorrow to get to Kuala Lumpur, so we'll be doing that. But let's continue on with some tips for you on how to be the life of the party. Now, I know that one reason why a guy might be scared to be the life of the party, to put himself out there, to be very social, to be very engaging with people, is because he's scared what people think about him. But you have to know, when it comes to events, parties, bars, fun nights out where there's lots of drinking, people really don't remember as much as you think they do. So if you ever screw up or say something that you're like, oh, why did I say that? Or you think you embarrass yourself because you did something that you just didn't want to do, said something you didn't want to say, I mean, really most of the time, people aren't paying attention as much as you think they are. One thing I should really stress here when I make videos like this is I'm not doing this to tell you that you have to be the life of the party. Can you attract women? Can you be successful in dating without being the life of the party? Absolutely, that's not a necessity by any means, but I make videos like this because I know that guys might want to learn how to be that person. Some guys think that it might be really fun to be more social, more outgoing, and be that kind of entertainment for the night. And that's great, go for it, have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, I want you to be more social. I want you to be out there more, and I want you to be talking to more people. So anything I can do to give you that push to just be engaging with as many people as possible, because it's gonna make this whole process faster for you. No, you don't have to turn yourself into an extrovert. No, you don't have to be the most social person in the room always, but it does help, because at the end of the day, we're talking about meeting women here. And the more women you meet and the more practice you can get, the more odds you have at success. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, calling it a night. It's been fun. Really quickly, before I end this video, I just want to say thank you for Slumber Party Hostel for hosting Brittany and I. It's been amazing. They have so many different locations all around Southeast Asia. I'm going to put a link below in the description so you guys can check them out and see what they're about. If you guys want to party, be social, and have a good time, and all doing that while traveling, I highly recommend you check them out. It is so much fun. We had a great time, and honestly, if there were ones in America or even closer to where I lived, I would definitely be checking it out. So check it out, link in the description, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.